Folks, this is the road to Cooktown, located in Bloomfield, North Queensland. Look at that, how beautiful is that? This is the main highway between Cooktown and Cape Tribulation. Just looking off in that direction, Cooktown is about 1 hour away, and then back down towards the south we can see Mount Peter Bott in the distance there. Look at that. But we're here today to have a look at number 2629 Rossville Bloomfield Road. And we can just have a look at the property map here. This property is 5.1 acres and is virtually a flat usable block and is almost completely cleared. But it does have some a delightful plantation of bloodwood trees and grass trees intact on the block. So just from here we can see there is a well constructed access into the block. Now just before we enter into the block, you can see this road we're standing on is actually an easement, and it accesses this block and the block down on the back boundary there, which we'll see a little bit later on. But 2629 Rossville Bloomfield Road, absolutely beautiful. These are grass trees or xanthorrhoea, and there's plenty of them. They really are a particularly pretty tree. And we're just walking down along the 191 metre boundary that traverses the road. This is the stand of bloodwood trees that I mentioned. They're quite beautiful. And you can see this is not really that busy a road, so it's not like a major highway, but you'll notice this mains power running along the boundary, and pretty much there's already a power pole set up in the block, so ready to go when you start the building project on this one. So here we are at the services entry to the block. You can see the mains power branches off here and goes to its own power pole located on the block. Telstra also comes into the block here, and this is the Telstra pit. So pretty easy to set up the dream home on this one. Have a look at the amount of space you've got. It really is magnificent. So your boundaries here are very easy to see. They're marked with a PVC pipe. You can see the corner boundary here on the main road, and if we pan down we can see the back corner boundary. It's the wonky PVC pipe there at the end. But just before we head down there, let's have a better look at Mount Peter Bott here, because this is really one of North Queensland's most impressive mountains. It is beautiful. Now you can see the local ibises don't mind this block either. It's a beautiful midwinter's day, blue skies with cool breeze. It's absolutely gorgeous here. But off in the distance there, the backdrop of this block is actually Mount McMulligan, and just disappearing under the cloud there now is Mount Finnegan. And the valley, or the ridge between those two mountains, is where the Annan River headwaters are collected, and that river continues on down past the Lion's Den further north along the Bloomfield track. But these bloodwood trees are everywhere. They're just beautiful. They adorn the block, attract birds and butterflies. Just over here we can see the beginnings of a dam. So you've got a nice big hole dug there. There's no water in it at the moment, but certainly opens up possibilities. And just zooming out, you get an appreciation of the size of this block. It really is massive. 5.1 acres. And just going back to the property map, so far we have walked from this entryway up at this corner here right down to this corner here, and now we're halfway down along this boundary. So now we're down at the rear boundary peg, which is this one right here, and pretty much can look out at that gorgeous mountain aspect. This would be where you'd really build the home. Look at that impressive mountain backdrop. It really is beautiful. There's three major types of grass on the property. This property has just been slashed, but the property features brachiata, humidicola, and blady grass, which is the green grass we can see still intact there. So we're just going to walk now along the rear boundary of the property, and the block next door here is owned by the Jabalbina Corporation. The entry gate into that block, coming up on the right hand side, is accessed from the easement we saw at the start of this video. But look at that, for space galore, really is great. So now we're looking back up the easement, and we're standing at the gate entry to the Jabalbina land next door, or behind, and this is the boundary peg right here. So we're standing in the back corner of lot 3. So there you go, folks. Lot 3, Rossville Bloomfield Road in Bloomfield, just north of the township of Ayton, is a 5-acre block. As you can see, it has heaps on offer. The mains power is already on board, as is the telstra signal. But in addition to that, plenty of flat usable land. Folks, if you would like to inspect this property, it is set up for self-inspections. Please feel free to call me, Mark Whittam, Daintree Region Sales Specialist, to set up an inspection and hopefully make this your next dream block. Thanks for watching.